how long can a normal runner keep the same pace as the world's best marathonite, Eliud Kipchoge, and the world's best mountain runner, Kilian Jornet? I was as curious as you are, and so I test my limits. Eliud Kipchoge world's record on the marathon is 2 hours, 1 minute and 9 seconds. That's an astonishing 2 minutes and 52 seconds per kilometer over the course of the whole marathon, 42.2 kilometers. So that's 4 minutes and 37 per miles over the course of 26.2 miles. The question is, can I keep that pace for just 10% of a marathon? So for just about 4 kilometers or 2.6 miles? 2 minutes, 52 seconds per kilometers. It has been a long time since the last interval training and even longer since I ran at that pace. But, well, let's see what there is in my legs today. First of all, a good warm-up just to avoid any injuries. Warm-up is done, I'm ready to start. I have written here on my hand the time every 200 meters for the first couple of laps, just to get really into the pace, and I will stop as soon as I am 3 seconds slower than Eliud Kipchoge pace on the marathon, on the world record of the marathon. Whoa! I managed to keep the pace just for maybe 500 meters. At 400 meters I was still in range, and then when I reached the 600 I had a little bit more than 3 seconds of delay. So this means that I'm able to keep Eliud Kipchoge pace on the world record of the marathon for just about 1% of the length of a marathon. Well, that was incredibly short. I knew I cannot run 4 kilometers at that pace, but I was actually hoping for 600 meters, maybe 800. It seems I gotta get back in shape as soon as possible. But anyway, let's speak now about Kilian Jornet. UTMB, the Ultra-trail du Mont-Blanc. That's probably the most iconic and most famous mountain ultramarathon in the world. Over the course of 171 kilometers and more than 10,000 meters of elevation gain, the participants ran all around the Mont Blanc, the highest peak in the Alps. That's about actually more than 100 miles and about 33,000 feet of elevation. Well, Kilian Jornet recently ran the UTMB at a record time of 19 hours, 49 minutes and 30 seconds. Now, that's 6 minutes and 56 seconds per kilometer, or 11 minutes and 10 seconds per mile. It may sound like not a very high pace, but consider that the whole race is either on steep uphill or steep downhill. The terrain is very challenging and they have to keep on drinking and eating all the time. Now the question is, can I run 10% of the UTMB at the same pace as the record time of Kilian Jornet? The next day, after the Kipchoge test, I had a very good breakfast, drinking some tea
as usual, of course, and also eating some slices of bread while planning the details of the route. I had to run up and down a local mountain 3 times, and at the very end there was a long downhill running to reach back the starting point. I also wanted to simulate the drinking and the eating, so I prepared an electrolyte and carbs drink. I used the juice of 2 lemons, water and apple juice in equal amount, and also quite a bit of salt. Then I added more weight into the backpack. I put in a long sleeve shirt, my phone, and also a banana. And I was carrying also a few dry figs and some salty boiled potatoes. That allowed me to drink and eat approximately 300 calories every 30 minutes, and my body had to cope with the digestion while keeping up the running. Let's see how it went.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All 3 engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and lift off.
Warming up before the first climb. It will be the longest but also the less steep of the 3 kilometers uphill with an average of 13%. I've never run so many hills, so I really don't know how I will react. Good to have left the fog down there. It's much nicer up here. So that's the end of the first climb. It was quite tough actually, especially at the end, but I managed to run the whole climb. And let's see if I'll do the same also in the next ones that are pretty steeper. The second climb just started, 1.1k at an average of 25%. It will take forever. Whoa, that was tough. It's not actually over, but the bad part, the hard part is over. I had to walk a little bit on the steps uphill, but all in all, actually I managed to run most of the time. So steep, is very difficult. Some figs. Third climb just started, 1.1k and another 22% of climbing rate. Wow, will be tough. Ooh. Just made it up to the fourth climb, a little bit more than 1,000 meters of ascent, and now it's all the way down. I hope it's not too challenging because I have to catch up quite much on time. 17 kilometers. Oh, super tired. It's amazing actually, really. I pushed as much as I could. Then downhill was really tough. It was very technical at points. It just was not possible to go fast, although it was quite challenging nonetheless. Let's see, 7 minutes and 11 seconds per kilometer. So I fell 15 seconds per kilometer shorter of the best time that Kilian Jornet did in the Ultra-trail du Mont-Blanc.
Yes, I was quite disappointed. I actually thought I could make it at the beginning of the race at least, and the uphill were going pretty well. The problem was the downhill. The downhill were very technical, and in fact my second slowest kilometer during the whole run has been downhill. Now I have to say that I had run also the previous 2 days and my legs were quite sore. Maybe when fully recovered I could make the time, 6 minutes and 56 seconds per kilometer. But we have to consider that during the 20 hours of Kilian Jornet's run, he had also to stop. He had to stop at least to collect some water, to collect some food, and to pee. So if I consider a 5 minutes break every 2 hours, which is reasonable, his pace while running would be 6 minutes and 39 seconds per kilometer, or 10 minutes and 46 seconds per mile. And that's pretty challenging. At the moment, I don't think I could make it. But I have all the winter in front of me. Let's see how we'll train in the next few months.